Hey guys, how are we doing tonight?
Not too bad. Great.
Welcome everybody. It's a good time to promote a Florida tractor pull, don't you think, Mark? Mark, when there's a blizzard back home in the Midwest.
Yes.
So we're here tonight. We're talking about Putnam County Truck and Tractor Pull at the Putnam Raceway, March 3rd and 4th. There is another big truck and tractor pull in Florida. And I want to know how you got Gary Shavink, the NTPA Grand National Super Farm Champion, to come on the show. I mean, that's big money. Finished the second at the farm show, Grand National Champion, Mark. I mean, you're well connected, my man.
Yeah, trying.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Let's talk about Gary a second. Gary, what was the farm show like and everything? And are we going to see you next weekend in Satsuma?
The farm show was obviously first time there, like a lot of other events I've gone to, and it was something that it was really good. I mean, great, a lot of good people there, and also a great event. And yes, I am going to be down here pulling.
Awesome. That makes me super, super happy. Super, super happy. So, again, if you're just joining us, we are promoting Mark's event in Satsuma, Florida at the Putnam Raceway next Friday and Saturday night. 2 nights, 2 tracks, 10 classes each night, 6:30 p.m., $20 to get in. Mark, what is I got to check the poster. What is the kids' prices? I'll put that up there on the screen. Adults are 20, kids 7 to 14 are $10, 6 and under are free. Yes. So those are your stats for that. We got altered farm tractors, multi-engine modifieds, hot farms, pro farms, 2-wheel drive trucks, mod turbo tractors, 6,200-pound 4-wheel drive trucks, light limited pro stock tractors, blown mini rods, naturally aspirated minis, super antique tractors, and some exhibition mud trucks in Satsuma, Florida, Putnam County. As I always like to say, if you watch any of my shows, we're counting on you, the fan, to tell your friends, to tell your family, to tell your coworkers about this event in Florida, because without social media and organically sharing this around, it's really, really important, because we get a message every day to Beer Money Pulling Team. How come there isn't ever a lot of pulling in Florida? Well, here it is. So we're excited to help you promote this, Mark. Very, very excited. So what is the history of this event, Mark? Can you kind of give us the last couple years, or I think this is the second year you said?
Yeah, so last year we rented the facility to have a tractor pull here. It went pretty well for the first year. The track had been closed for 9 years prior, so to get a decent crowd in here was pretty amazing. Since then, we have now purchased the property. In early December, we purchased the racetrack. So we're gonna build it into a multi-function motorsports park as well.
Oh, great! Yes. How long had the grounds been sitting, Mark?
They've been sitting. Well, they sat 9 years, and then the previous owner bought it and ran it about a year and a half, and then we purchased it from him.
Okay, great.
It's been here since the late '60s.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you've been sending me a bunch of pictures of. We have real clay here in Putnam at Satsuma, and I see Gary shaking his head. You know, and that's the one thing. And Florida promoters, don't take this the wrong way, but us Midwestern guys, we think we got the best pulling tracks, and we think we got that tough clay, and we don't want to, drag our couple $100,000 pulling machine down to Florida to go pull on sand. And I saw Gary shaking his head, and Gary works with dirt for a living. And he knows what he's already been playing around the dirt there a little bit, and it's going to be a power track, Gary. So I'm excited for that, and I really want to get the word out there for the pullers and stuff like that as well. So it's important to do all of that. So can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So promotion-wise, Mark, what else are you doing to kind of let fans know about the event in the area? Are we doing print? Are we doing radio? How else do you get the word out?
We're doing radio, K Country, which is probably one of the bigger stations in Florida. They're based out of Gainesville. That starts Friday, I believe. They're going to advertise, I think, over 60 times from Friday on until the event. Okay. And then we have signs out here on Highway 17, signs in a few other towns around the area. And word of mouth is looking pretty good down here. It was a big hit last year. A lot of people locals talking about it, and it's good to hear when you go into town. They actually mention it. Hey, we're coming. So it's pretty exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, Zellwood had a huge crowd on Saturday night. Friday night was decent. It was kind of cold, but man, Saturday night Zellwood, that place was packed. I'm hoping we can repeat that again for you in Satsuma. Am I saying that right, Satsuma?
Yes, you are. Yep.
Okay, cool. Because I butchered one. Oh, there's a Lebanon, Missouri poll that we were helping promote, and I kept calling it Lebanon. And they kept saying Lebanon's a country, and then Lebanon, Missouri is a town. So I wouldn't have butchered that. Like, I know nobody says Gary Shavink's last name right. Like, I know Shavink isn't right. Gary's actually tried to teach me how to say his last name, and he just said, just call me Shavink Schultz. It's easier that way. So it's all good. It's all good. Mark, question on the screen. Are the two-wheel drive 6,200 or 5,200?
I believe there's going to be both here.
Okay.
We had we advertised 6,200, which we have 5 or 6 of those coming. And then someone got a hold of us about running a 5,200 pound class because there's 3 or 4 trucks here in Florida that run 5,200. So we said, if they wanted to come with 3 or more, that would be great. We would add a class for them.
Yep. Great. I did throw the poster up there on the screen again as well, just for people to see that for a reference purposes. Putnam County Truck and Tractor Pull is the Facebook page. That's where we're putting all of our updates and stuff on there. I'm going to throw that in the chat right now. If you're watching the show right now, let me know where you're watching from, what state you're in or country, and let me know what the weather is right now. How nice is it in Florida right now, Mark?
It was 84 today.
84. Shavink, can you handle that kind of weather? Or?
Yeah, it's hot, believe me.
It's hot.
The air conditioning worked in the excavator today, so that was good.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Brandon Assay is bringing his V8 tractor up there, so that's awesome. So you're north of Zellwood, where I was last couple weeks ago, right, Mark?
Yes, correct.
Okay, cool.
About an hour and a half north.
Nice.
Yep.
Chuck Hobbs is watching in Harmon, Illinois, and it says icy rain right now. So Florida Pullers say it would be nice to see the clown again. Yeah, I don't know if Mitch Pierce will come down with his diesel truck and wear that clown costume or not, but that was kind of. Mark? Did you get a chance to see him?
No, I did not.
Yeah, he had I'll find a picture and I'll throw it up here on the screen. He had a legit clown costume on with the red balloons and everything. So that's.
I did not see that.
I don't know, Gary. Did you get to see that Saturday night at all?
I did. I seen him wandering around. Yeah.
Yes. The kids liked it, and that scared the crap out of me. So.
I was gonna say, kind of scary.
Yeah. Well, I was asking, what makes you scared of clowns? I'm like, because you just don't know the person underneath the makeup. Is it a good person or is it a scary person? So, yeah. Chuck says the Pennywise truck. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'll go find a picture of that. Sioux Falls, South Dakota is checking in, expecting 12 plus inches snow and high winds. All interstates are closed here. Head to Florida as soon as they open the roads, okay? Head to Florida as soon as they open. Mark Kelsey will welcome you with open arms down there in Satsuma. So I think we're going to fly into Jacksonville, or my wife's booking tickets right now. But I think it was cheaper for us to fly into Jacksonville. It's like an hour and a half drive, but it's no big deal once we get down there. So it's all good.
I would say from there it's about an hour roughly.
Yeah,
I mean 50 miles maybe.
Yeah. So Jerry Smeglinski, who's watching on YouTube, he says, I live in Indiana and it's raining with 47. Mitch Pierce is the Pennywise truck. He has the clown. I'm poor, so I can't make it back until next winter. Save your pennies. Save your pennies, Mitch, and you can come back next year. So. Florida Puller says, Gary, we haven't got an estimate on the fence. I don't know what that means, Gary. Did you bring some?
I didn't get my check yet either for winning.
I love it. Nebraska's checking in. Pierce, 14 degrees, 35 mile an hour winds and snowing. Yeah, we're getting one heck of a storm back here in the Midwest. Did you call Kurt today, Gary?
He's called me a couple of times. Yeah. Yeah.
Did he say, can I come back down to Florida with you? Or?
No, he's actually going to Arizona, I think, or Arkansas. Arizona, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So we have 2 other people that are handling it for us, so I got to thank them for sure. Not that this is my spotlight, but.
Yep. Again, if you're just joining us, we are promoting the Satsuma Putnam Raceway, Satsuma, Florida Putnam Raceway, and the Putnam County Truck and Tractor Pull next weekend, Friday, March 3rd, Saturday, March 4th in Florida, and doing everything we can to get the word out about Florida pulling. I really feel like Mark, and it's starting to get a comeback. You're starting to hear more people talking about it. And I think if we can string a bunch of these events together, guys like Gary, they can come down and play a little bit in the winter. That makes it a lot of fun for people. If you can line some poles up back to back like this, come down and take the family to Disney if you want to put them through that torture or whatever you do. You can do. There's a lot of fun things to do in the state of Florida, especially for us Midwesterners. So
I've been coming down here for 9 years pulling, so it is a lot of fun.
Now, are you like part of like an association, Mark, or is this kind of an invitational event, or I can just show up and pull? How do you put this together?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's pretty much just there's no association. A lot of guys from out east, Pennsylvania and Maryland, and that come down for us. We'll have the Foresters will be here. A few other people from up in there, and they help come down and bring, I don't know, a dozen vehicles probably between the whole family, which puts on a pretty good show. And then they, of course, have friends and family, and we're starting to get a few more Midwesterners coming down from Indiana and Ohio. We have Dan Nearpass's both of his sleds here from Michigan. So
that was those are the sleds that they had at Zellwood, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, great. Marissa Kelsey says, "Hey, that's my dad." Did you know her? Marissa, if you have any good stories about your dad or anything that I can put up on the screen, don't be afraid. I mean, it's all good.
Don't get my kids started.
What's that?
Don't get my kids started.
Yeah, I don't want to get my kids started either. I found a video here of the truck. I got to show this to you guys quick. The Pennywise and Mitch. Is that screen? This is the clown we were talking about, guys. You can see him when he goes by here. Here's a better close-up of that. Kind of scary looking. I'm not gonna lie, Gary. I mean, you might look good with a helmet like that. I think. I don't know. It's up to you. Yeah. Enough of that. We don't want to save the kids. Hey, Kurt Shabink's coming in. That's my dad. See, we've claimed all of our dads now. I don't know if my kids are watching tonight, but I doubt it. So we'll try to check it out. So. Michaela Lee Klinger says, "Hi, Dad." Hey, all the dads are checking in. I like that. Dean Muller is watching from Ocala, Florida. 87 today and sunny. Dean, make sure you tell your friends, family, coworkers about next weekend. That's really what these lives are about. Just recognition overall, like, hey, there's something going on, and we were counting on all of you guys to put out there. Tractor Pull fans watching on YouTube need to make some banners to put on back of these guys up north haulers that say, "Follow me to the Putnam County, Florida Tractor Pull where the weather's a lot better." Hey, There we go, Kelsey.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Let's get a beer guy or a Pepsi guy or a Coke guy to do all of that. So, yep. Yes, the rumor is that Mitch is selling his truck and buying a mini rod so he can come down here next year. So, a clown costume would look really good on a mini rod. It kind of fits, don't you think, Gary? Those mini rod guys
I would say.
They're a little crazy. Crazy.
Yes, they are.
They're a little crazy. Mark, what's your pulling background? Kind of give us, I know you're from Illinois. I mean, I know you more than maybe the average fan does, but kind of give us your back history a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I just, I guess about, 10 years ago, I built just a pretty good running hot stock farm tractor. Started going around all the local polls in Illinois, and then I started bringing it to Florida. And then a couple years ago, I started building a light super stock. And then I had it out some this past summer. I pulled in Freeport at the PPL there. That was the only national type pull I did. Other than that, I pulled with ISP.
Okay.
Just kind of getting it tuned in and figured out, and kind of going from there. I've built a few tractors for guys. Really enjoy the fabrication part of it.
I like it. I'm going to flip through some of the pictures these are some of your pictures from last year, Mark, but I just want to show people what the kind of quality equipment they can expect to see here at your event. So So do people need to pre-register, Mark, or can they show up? Kind of what's your rules on that?
Yeah, they just show up and register here when they get here.
Okay.
Yep.
Again, 6:30 both nights, Friday and Saturday night. 2 tracks, 10 classes. I would say what would be the latest we'd like to have you there to sign up on Friday, Mark? What would you prefer?
5:30.
5:30. Okay.
Yeah.
So
We'd prefer that.
I would absolutely do that. So yeah, and we're going to be posting stuff on the FL Polars page as well. The guys just told me to do that. I've been sharing a little bit of that stuff over there, so that's good information to know that this is this really cool 2-wheel drive diesel pull-in truck. There's not too many 2-wheel drive diesel pull-in trucks in the country.
No, Jason Forrester built that.
Yeah.
It's got a Ford in it, Ford engine.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Some modified tractors there. Again, these are just pictures from last year from the pits. I just wanted to go through and see that. Do you have a nice grandstands for people to sit in, or is it a hillside like Zellwood? What do you need? What do you need to do there?
No, we have a big grandstand. Total, we can seat about 5,000. But the main part that's by the it's a circle track, so some of the bleachers are away from the pulling track. But we can seat about 2,500 to 3,000 right in front of the pulling track.
Okay, great.
Yep. It's got
You said you kind of want to turn this into a sports or multi-motorsports park, if you will. What are some of the plans for it?
So we want to do some these mud trucks and side-by-sides down here are huge.
Yeah, they are.
And to have a course for them to run out in the infield. We'd like to do an amateur supercross race next year, the week of the Daytona Supercross, and then hopefully maybe have a few circle track races if we can find a promoter to help us with that. Pretty much, about anything that'll fit inside the circle track.
Well, I like it. I like it a lot. Throw the poster up there a little bit and zoom in on that. Now, that's a picture of you on your tractor. Did that start on fire last year at your pull?
No, that was in Oregon, Illinois. Blew
Was
a
it?
fuel hose off and lit it up.
Yep, you did light it up.
Yeah.
But I did the same thing to my tractor in Wisner, Nebraska, so I know all about lighting it up. So it's all good. So
Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard on parts.
it is. It leaned it out and scored 3 pistons, and it wasn't just the fuel line. So
No good. David Estes is watching from Kentucky. He says the weather is very nice and pretty here in Kentucky. Well, thanks for watching, David. Again, if you're just joining us and our numbers continue to grow as we go live here tonight with Mark Kelsey, Gary Shavink, they're in Satsuma, Florida. We are promoting, getting the word out about their poll next Friday, Saturday night, March 3rd, March 4th, 6:30 p.m. both nights. $20 to get in for adults. Kids are 10, 6 and under, free. 10 classes, 2 pull-in tracks. And again, just really trying to promote Florida truck and tractor pulling. And it's a fantastic reason to get away, take some vacation time, get out of the cold East or the cold West or the cold Midwest and sneak on down to Florida and enjoy a good truck and tractor pull. And also you can enjoy what else Florida has to offer. Morgan Schulte says, hello, Gary from the Schulte family. Great job at the National Farm Machinery Show. Enjoy Florida. So,
Thank you. Can I put in a minute? I know Mark is kind of just being humble here, but with me, I met Mark probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
4 years ago.
Down here in Florida, we just came down to just say, hey, it'd be neat to go pull in Florida, and we've been coming back ever since.
nice.
But I think Mark's very humble about his facility here. When I seen it and been working with him here some with it, this clay that he has here, believe me, everybody, like you said before, they're all about going down to Florida and pulling in the sand. This stuff is second to none because I've been working with it today and from what Mark tells me, they didn't even have it laid out as good as they do now. Last year, it brought a lot of big guys right down to their knees, that it does hook up and it takes power. And that's what you want if you want a good competition, you want a good run. And the other thing is the facilities too. I mean, from the bathrooms they have here, it's not at all, I don't want to downgrade any other ones, but believe me, this is right up there, a good 9 to 10 with any of them. And I think it has potential to be a good place to have some sanctioned events with a lot bigger stuff.
Awesome. No, that's good to hear. No, Mark is a humble guy, and that's why nobody likes to brag about themselves. Like, I'm not that pretty, Gary, but I have a great personality, so that's kind of what I go off a lot. So, but no, in all seriousness, you got to brag up your facility a little bit, especially if it's something new, and then, you teaming up with us, Mark, we're going to get this everywhere we can for you. And if it is a phenomenal facility like it is, let's build it up. Let's grow it up. And if you Gary's been doing this a long time, pulling sleds, working with dirt, pulling tractors, and he kind of knows what he's doing on a super farm as well. So I value his opinion on that a lot. And that's really important to have that on here. So
The other thing is, as far as parking for haulers, it's tons of parking for haulers. Real nice facility that way too. So you don't have to think you're going to get stuffed in a corner somewhere or something. So anyway.
No, that's great. This is what we need, Gary. We're just having a casual conversation. Again, promoting Satsuma, Florida, March 3rd, 4th, Putnam Raceway. Mark, I think I might have asked you this in the beginning, but how long had the raceway been kind of empty or not much happening there?
It sat 9 years, and then it ran for about 1.5 years, and then we purchased it.
Gotcha. Chandler, that's one of my guys checking in, so that's good. Polling wise, how many tractor pulls before your one last year? How many tractor pulls had happened there in the past, Mark?
None that I'm aware of.
None. So what's the closest truck and tractor pull to Satsuma? Is it Ocala? Is it Zellwood?
Ocala would probably be the closest.
Okay.
Zellwood is right there too. Yeah.
Okay. How far is Ocala?
A little over an hour, probably an hour and 15.
Okay. So it's not like truck and tractor pulling is completely like people know what it is, right? In your area?
Yeah, they do. It's just never been over here this far east, I guess you could say.
Yep.
Citrus County on the west side of the state, they've been having a tractor pull there, mainly antiques, for quite a few years. And then we used to have a pull in Leesburg, Florida. We did that for, I think, 5 years at Putnam or at Pawcut's Farmhouse Museum. But they ended up shutting that down, so that's kind of why we went after this track and purchased it.
Let's see here. Just going through all the notes now and stuff like this here. Satsuma is 1.5 hours from Zellwood. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Terry. Yeah, there was a tractor pull here last year. Absolutely. Chuck Hobbs says Ocala, Zellwood, Satsuma sounds like a great month. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Who do you got? Do you have any volunteers kind of helping you out or anything like that, Mark?
Oh, yeah, family. Gary's here helping. Adam Jordan's down from Illinois. He just got out of the military, so he's helping us out. Josh Erickson's here from back home helping us out this week. We've got, I think, 3 of our kids and their families coming next week down to help with the actual pull. Mother and father-in-law are coming. And then there's some local guys going to help us out too, like from Zellwood and some pullers. And Nate Neiman's coming down tomorrow to help.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we have, it's a lot of people from up Illinois way coming this way.
Awesome.
Volunteer, come on over.
Anybody wants to volunteer? Come on out.
Yeah.
Are you working with any local sponsors, Mark, at all?
Not too much this year. We thought we'd offered some spots to the local Chevy dealer for free just to bring out a couple trucks if they wanted to get a feel for it.
Yep.
Alta Equipment, which is a Volvo dealer that I work with up north. They're my Volvo dealer for heavy equipment. They have, I think, 55 stores now in the nation. They're down in Jacksonville, so they're helping us out with off-road truck, excavator, and a dozer. They're going to come and visit the facility and possibly get on board to kind of be the facility main sponsor.
Okay.
Hoping that kind of happens. That would be helpful.
Yep.
So we haven't really pushed it too hard as far as we want to get the locals to know us first before we go out and start asking for sponsorships. So
Yeah,
we thought
start banging on the door, right?
yeah, we'd like to have another event and have it go well, and then then we can go out and possibly pull in some more local sponsors.
No, that's great. That's great. I'm announcing Chuck. I'm jumping on an airplane. I'm gonna be on the microphone down there for Mark. So it's all good. And then Florida Pullers are stating that the president and vice president will both be there Saturday, and they'll help any way they can. Hey, cool. Cool. Those guys have been around a truck or tractor pull before, so it's all good.
Yep, they'll be good help.
It's all good. Classes, kind of how do you pick your classes, Mark, for a pull like this?
Kind of get a feel for who's available and that's interested in coming back down. That's pretty much how we do it. It's just really about who we can get down here, to come down and pull. Who wants to be where it's warm and not snowing?
Exactly. That's really the biggest thing you have going for you completely.
Oh, I'd also like to thank Doug Heyman. He's been down here a lot. He's from Maryland, helping us out.
Okay.
He'll be down here. He pulls Hot Farm up that direction.
Nice.
And then his uncle Lawrence Heyman, who lives down here, also has been helping a bunch with us. So I didn't want to forget those two guys.
Okay. No, that is absolutely great. That is absolutely great. Do you have any pullers that you said Foresters are coming for sure?
Oh yeah, yep. Jason and Dale and Corey. Yep, they'll be here.
With the Foresters, they can have their own class.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep, they sure can.
They got a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
hoping the Smith brothers come down too, with their light limited pros. Hopefully they're on board for that. So
I guess I'd put a challenge out there for anybody that's in Super Farm or whatever, whether it's a grudge match or whatever, come on down. It's a beautiful track.
Yep. No, and you might find some guys, Gary, that are looking for a test pass or something like that. So
yeah, and we can hook them, if they need a couple passes in the afternoon, we can hook them in the afternoon if they need to. The track's 100-foot wide now. We got good clay for about 400 feet. After that, it's deep, still really good, but we got about a 700-foot straightaway run.
Oh, okay.
It's
Wow.
a really big facility. Yeah.
That's awesome.
A lot of room, a lot of real safe. If you keep going, you're just going to have to turn right, take the corner.
Yeah, you're going to run out of fuel, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Again, if you're just joining us, Putnam County Raceway, Satsuma, Florida, March 3rd and 4th, truck and tractor pulling. Gary Shavink, your Grand National NTPA Super Farm champions, down there helping build the track with Mark Kelsey, the track owner. And we're excited to be going down there as well. We're bringing all of our video equipment down next weekend to get a bunch of great video, do some promotion, and I'm going to be on the microphone as well. And I'm going to not be sad to leave the crappy Midwest weather at all, Mark, to come and hang out with you for a couple days. So. And I'm going to jump on an airplane on Sunday and fly over to Pensacola, because you think you can drive everywhere in Florida, but that panhandle's a long ways around the corner. So I have one of my mortgage offices over in Gulf Breeze, Florida, and I'm going to go over there and work over there Monday and Tuesday with my loan officers over there as well. So if you're looking for a mortgage, you guys in Florida, I can help you out. I know a guy or a gal, so don't be afraid of that. Always got to get a shameless plug in there, Kelsey.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid. I am not afraid. So we got quite a few people watching right now. If you guys have any questions about the poll, if you have questions for Gary, you have questions for Mark, if you want to know anything about the poll next Friday, March 3rd, Saturday, March 1st, please type them into the chat and let me know what we got going on there. We'll figure it out. We'll get everything answered for you, because that's really, again, why we do these lives like this. They were really successful for the Zellwood poll to get the word out there and different things like that. I'm going to make Mark do this again Sunday night and then again Wednesday night as well. And then once we get on the ground, either Thursday night or Friday, my wife's working on airline tickets right now. We'll get it all knocked out. So let's see here. The sleds are the Nearpass sleds out of Michigan. Brandon S.A. says, can't wait to come over and have some fun. Absolutely. Looking forward to it completely. Concessions on the ground. That's one thing as always I get. Do you have concessions? Is it beer?
Yeah.
What do y'all got going on there, Mark?
Yeah, we're working on our license and stuff for that. We're hoping we'll have it in time. If not, we have some vendors lined up if we can't get our part of it going here to fill in for us on this event. So
Okay.
yes, there will be concessions here.
Gotcha. Well, what else do you want to cover tonight, Mark?
I just want to invite anybody down that's interested to come down where it's warm and sunny and wear shorts and go tractor pulling.
Enjoy your life a little bit. There's the
Yeah.
poster. Somebody has to put the poster on the screen again. And the poster is at the Putnam County Truck and Tractor Pull Facebook page. If everybody could go give that a like, that'd be awesome. We've been posting videos and pictures to that every single day to help get the word out. We need you guys to share that stuff around. Any of you who are watching this tonight, head over, give the page a like, give it a share, and comment on some of the posts and stuff like that. That's how we get it going. So, Assays will have at least 10 to 15 hooks. At least they did in Zellwood. Yep, they're gonna have them between them and the Foresters. We'll get it all covered. So,
Yes.
what'd you say, Mark? Sorry.
Yes, for sure. Yep. I'd like to thank my son at home for keeping things moving forward with the business and everything, and my daughter that helps out with the business, and just everybody taking over while I'm gone down here where it's warm. And I can't wait for them to all come down and get to see my grandkids and all that stuff.
Yep, I love it. Midwest Tractor Pull fan says, Midwest pullers who are tired of the weather and tired of smoke tubes, get on down to Putnam County. Midwesterner, here's your chance to escape the weather and the cornfields. So, agreed. NC Matt says, who's that on fire on the poster? That's Mark, the guy on the right side of the screen. So, is there a super farm class? Gary, is there a true super farm class?
If enough of them get here, otherwise, to tell you the truth, I've always run in that
Mod Turbo
class.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We'd love to have some super farms come down. That would be great.
Yep, I agree. I hope we get some mud trucks too. Those are fun for the fans, Mark.
Yeah, we've got some things lined up there, a few of them, and we actually dumped some piles out in the infield to kind of promote the next event we're going to have here, hopefully in April, with the mud trucks, just to run a few of them around and show them what they can do.
That video that you just sent me, is that on your YouTube page?
I believe so. I wanted to send that to you because that's the poll last year, and that kind of shows the facility.
Yeah, I want to get that queued up. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
There it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, got a couple of videos. I'll show you some stuff from last year. I think it's important that you get a brand new facility to show people what it looks like. Holy cow, that is big. Wow. And I'm not just saying that. So here we go. Let's see. Here we go.
Everybody knows everybody's first name, middle name, last name. Hey, y'all, how you doing now? Not much happens in this one-horse town, but the hard on us work from the sweat off our brows. Hail Mary on a Friday night, underneath the lights, whole town comes alive, meeting up at the Dairy Queen after the game. Everybody's getting high. Let me tell you why. 'Cause I've been baptized down in the river with a smoking one and a cold beer in the other. Doing life as simple as I can. Mud on my boots, bubble holding up my pants. Live by a code where you never ever hit the dirt road. Come country to the bone. Light a fire in the middle of nowhere. It's time to burn. Take a turn, pass it down. Seeing double, getting into trouble. Last piece of the puzzle. Take a drive into town. Drop it down into four-wheel drive. Say your goodbyes. Turn it up, it's time to fly. The American flag flipping in the wind as my tires spin. Let the fun begin. 'Cause I've been baptized down in the river with a smoking wood and a cold beer in the other. Doing life as simple as I can. Mud on my boots, bubble holding up my pants. Live by a code where you never ever leave the dirt road. Country to the bone. Yeah. Yeah, you might want to turn it up right here. 'Cause I've been baptized down in the river with a smoking one and a cold beer in the other. Doing life as simple as I can. Mud on my boots, bubble holding in my pants. Live by a code where you never ever leave the dirt road. Live by a code where you never ever leave the dirt road. Country to the country to the country to the bone. Country to the bone.
Yes, sir. That video helped a lot. Mark. That facility is legit. That is legit. A couple questions popping up. Awesome video, looks great. Great facility. Everything pulls at nighttime, right? There's
Everything.
nothing during the day, right?
Nope, nothing.
If somebody wanted to make it test pass or something like that. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Lots of Fords. Where's the deers? Maybe they're just scared. I don't know.
Yeah, the deer in Florida are pretty small down here compared to the I guess they just don't show up. Like to have some here, but
Yeah. Have you talked to the Halls out of Georgia, Colby and them guys?
I can't remember if that was one of them or not.
I think they have the Devil's Reject and maybe a couple other trucks. I saw them in Zellwood. So
Okay.
we'll get the assay boys to get after them a little bit. So that's all good. No, that was a great video. Thanks for sending that over. That really showed the facility. To Gary's point, you know what I mean? Especially when you're going somewhere new like that, you're kind of like, what do we get ourselves into? And no, that's a real racetrack.
And like I would like to make a comment, a lot of things are changed from what it looked like then, and all for the better.
And right now, 85 next Friday, high of 85, and 78 on Saturday. So, yeah, that'll work. That'll work, Gary. That's a little warmer than it is back in Wisconsin. So, Yep. Well, good deal. Mark, Gary, if you don't have anything else, I'm going to let you guys go. And then, Mark, I'll circle back with you on Sunday night, okay?
Okay, very good.
Sound good?
Thank you. I'll try to have some more updates.
Thanks for coming on, guys. Have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.